Yeah, it's got high miles. Yeah, it looks a bit rough, but that's what makes it cool. That's what adds to the story. It's got a bullet hole in the windscreen right there. He was running from the police and the police shot him. Welcome back, I'm Satch, and today, thanks to my mate Keith and Diagnostic World, we're going to be taking a closer look and having a good old drive of this 1989 rear-mounted 250 brake horsepower 3.6 litre flat six naturally aspirated engine with four-wheel drive. It's a Porsche 964 from 1989. And if you're looking a little bit closer, you'll probably see, well, the colouring scheme looks a little bit odd as we come round the side of this vehicle. This car's got quite a bit of history going on, and I will explain all of this in this video. But one of the main things about this car is that pretty soon it's going to be coming up for sale, and I'll talk about pricing very, very soon. So this is quite in 1989, this was quite a modern car because it had all of the latest technology installed to it. It had driver airbags, which this car doesn't. We'll talk about that in a moment. It had ABS braking, it had hydraulic power steering, and all of these things were generally really only seen in the Porsche 959. While most Porsche 959s were out of reach to most people, the 964 at the time was not. It was an affordable car. Fast forward to 2025, Porsche 964s, they're not really that affordable. They are quite expensive. However, this one right here is affordable. It's going to be for sale soon, and I'll talk more about, as I say, the pricing very, very soon. Part of me thinks, do you know what, this actually looks pretty cool like this. It looks almost like a bit of a rat look car. The owner doesn't really worry about what it looks like, he just drives it, and he drives it to enjoy it. So we're sitting on 17-inch turbo twist style wheels with a 225 tyre profile on the rear and a 205 profile on the front, which they look really good. I mean, to be honest with you, my perfect choice would be a set of D90s in silver, or if I couldn't get the D90s, I'd be looking at a set of Cup KT2 wheels with the split rims. They, in my opinion, are the best wheels for the 964, but again, each to their own. The suspension, you'll notice, is actually sitting a lot lower. The owner has decided to put on some PS10 Bilsteins just to make the tyres kind of sit right under those arches like they do. And we'll take a look inside the cabin of the car. So it has these Recaro pole position seats, which I think absolutely look beautiful, and again, they're super comfortable to sit in. This car should have had airbags from the factory, but because we fitted this Momo steering wheel, the airbag is no longer there. And custom door panels, which do need a little bit of TLC. Again, I think you'll probably find that's a common theme throughout the car, although it's a lovely car to drive. We'll pop this little guy here and we'll open up the boot area. So you can see it's a non-air conditioning car, and essentially what we've got here is a flat six 3.6 litre engine with just under 250 brake horsepower. And we've got this big old fan here which is doing all of the work, which is on a belt. Essentially what is happening under load, the thermostat's going to open, you've got a big sort of tank of oil. The oil will come to the front, go into a cooler here, and then go back to the engine, circulate the engine. So it's the oil that's doing the work, but it's the air that's actually cooling the oil. So as we go inside and have a look inside the car, please excuse me while I try to get into these bucket seats. Oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought actually, but we're instantly greeted with this lovely thick leather Momo steering wheel, and we've got the typical 5-gauge layout that you normally expect in an old Porsche. So on the left hand side here we've got the fuel level, we've got the oil level, we come to this second gauge, we've got oil temperature, we've got oil pressure, we've got a tachometer which redlines up to 6,800 RPM. We've got the speedo and the mileage odometer here in the middle here. Now this is genuine, 376,162 miles. And of course, on the right hand side, we've got a lovely clock here. So I'm going to start it up, but you may notice, look at my feet, look at the pedals. We've got offset pedals, so my legs are kind of angled over towards the left hand side there. So we'll put the key in, we'll keep the door open so we can hear this lovely air-cooled engine fire up. It sounds beautiful. I don't know how well you can, that was picked up by the microphone, but it's such a low grumble. And we have warmed it up. sounds absolutely beautiful. So let's say we get ourselves strapped in. Safety first case. And we'll go take it for a drive. I'll tell you one thing about this car. It's the same as mine. It's like a greenhouse in here. This is as close as you can get without getting a convertible, because you've got loads of good vision all around the car. Every panel you can kind of see out of, and when you're looking over your rear shoulder, yeah, you've got really, really good vision. So steering wise, instantly better. We're stuck in a little village in Northumberland called Corbridge, which is a beautiful village. It's got like old bridges and old buildings, but it's got like an old bridge here, and because it's so narrow, it's only one way at a time, so it just gives you an idea of the kind of area that we're in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get out of this little village, because I don't want to scare the visitors. And we'll see if we can get on some back roads and see what this thing is really capable of. It's hard to believe that there was a time when 964s were just unloved. In probably around about 2010, the prices of them really started to go up against. But you know, the 964 was top dog at one stage, and then the 993 came out, and everybody was like, "Ooh, I like the 993." 964, well, forget about that. I want the latest and the greatest. And then what happened was the 996 came out, and everybody was like, you know, I don't think I'm so keen on these fried egg headlights. But the 993s are kind of still too expensive. So what else have we got? What else is out there that could scratch my itch? And then people started looking at the 964s again. And then subsequently the old G model 3.2s and 3 litres. So there was a time around about 2010-ish where you could pick up a Carrera 964 for I want to say about £10,000. Yeah, so around about 2010, everybody started loving these cars again, and prices of them started to go really, really high. Now these days, you probably won't find one for less than 70 grand. A coupe, that is. I'm beginning to regret my choices of coming down this road, because it's way narrower than I thought it would be. And I'm seriously hoping that nothing comes the other way. I'm assuming this is not a oh dear. Yeah, I've kind of, I don't know, might be able to get out the other side. It's tight. Of course, I can't put my foot down on it because they're just way too narrow. So we'll see if we can get past these roads. Welcome to the countryside in England, by the way, where the roads are just not fit for purpose. They're fit for like lifestyle in, say, the 1950s or 40s. Certainly not fit for modern day traffic, and certainly not fit for, oh shit, hooning around in a Porsche 964. I don't know how I'm going to do this, because there's literally nowhere I can go. Like this whole path was like there was nowhere I could pull into. Oh, Christ! I knew this was a bad idea. He's done it. He's done a good job. Yes, we can get through there, definitely. Wow. Now we just need to hope that nobody else comes. So the engine on this thing has recently been rebuilt. Full engine rebuilt not so long ago, and it pulls like a train. That power delivery is instant. It's so elegant and no lag, as you would expect. It's just instant power straight away, and I kind of need to be a little bit careful because, of course, it's not my car. and I do want to respect the road, but also trying to hit the red line in this thing probably doesn't seem like it's going to be possible, because these gears, just like my G50, they are really, really tall. But the suspension on this thing is amazing. It just keeps you firmly in place. Couple that with these pole position seats, the power steering, and the possibility of late braking when you need it due to that modern braking system. Unbelievable. Now, why on earth would somebody sell a car like this? Well, I suppose everybody has their reasons. But my God, what an experience. And this is what I thought about this car. I thought this car might do something to me, and it has. And what it's done is made me realise what my car's missing. I could do something about the power steering, but I'm not going to. But the seats is what I need. The suspension is what I need. I'm not going to do an engine rebuild, but if I could do those two things, I think it would instantly transform my car. And if I could get it to maybe driving half as good as this does, it would be amazing. I'm having so much fun out here, guys. I'm just enjoying myself. It's Friday afternoon. Driving a Porsche 964 Carrera 4. Absolutely brilliant. You've got to be careful around these corners though, because there's a lot of tractors. Oh, we're in agricultural Northumberland. So like I say, we need to respect the road. The pedals on this car seem a little bit further offset to the left than they do on mine. Didn't need to change into fourth there. Should have stayed in third. It's rev happy. We can keep it in third for a long time. The only thing that's stopping me is these bends, because we just don't have clear line of sight. And if we did, well, the enjoyment would be endless. It sticks to the road so well. It's a four-wheel drive, so you don't get like the front end kind of chattering a bit like you would if it was a Carrera 2. But oh wow. What a thrill. So you know that, I think this is a car that you could definitely daily drive. With that power steering, the G50 gearbox, the 3.6 litre engine, which is more than capable, I could definitely see why this has been a daily driver for the current owner. And I can definitely see why he's put 376,000 miles on this car, because it's addictive to drive. You really don't want to stop driving, and I can very much see why. This is his only car and he drives it in all seasons. Yes, it needs a little bit of TLC. Yes, it's got high miles, but it has got a full rebuild. And when it comes to the price of this car, so I was speaking to him earlier and he said he's like 80% sure that he's going to sell it. 20% he might keep it, he might do all the body work. We don't know yet, but what I'll do is, I mean, if by the time this video goes live he's made a decision, I'll put maybe like an email address in the description. because I think this car will probably be, I don't know, but I've got a suspicion it might be a word of mouth sale. It's a car that is probably well known in the local community, so I'm fairly sure that somebody would buy it locally. And he wants £38,000, which £38,000 for this car. Yeah, it's got high miles. Yeah, it looks a bit rough, but that's what makes it cool. That's what adds to the story. It's got a bullet hole in the windscreen right there. He was running from the police and the police shot him. I'm just kidding about that, by the way. But why wouldn't you want to buy this for £38,000? Why would you want to sell it for £38,000? My days, if I didn't have my 3.2, I would be all over this car. But unfortunately, I do have a 3.2 and I'm trying to buy a house, so it's not feasible for me to buy this 964 right now. But I'm going to go and get some coffee. I'll leave this information with you. And yeah, I'm going to continue putting a few more miles on this car before I sadly have to drop it back off with the owner. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.